What's the one mistake people make when building for the long tail? How would you challenge people to rethink how they currently think about the long tail?
I always say that within the long tail, there is at least one diamond in the rough.
Mm.
I see a lot of organizations that invest heavily in strategic partners, which I'm not saying don't invest in your strategic partners. Of course you should, but then totally neglect the long tail, right? You need to look at your long tail as this pool of leads for where your next deal is going to come from. It's really that neglect of the long tail. It's that saying the long tail isn't important. We're just going to let it simmer over there. And when we need it, we'll try to dig into it. That is a space that if you really nurture it, if you provide the long tail with the right assets to get themselves started, if you are enabling them in a meaningful way, if you're trying to engage with them in a meaningful way, those diamonds in the rough will come out. If you're not making the investment, you're never going to grow your program. And what happens is everyone becomes very dependent on that strategic pool of partners. But just like on a baseball team or a basketball team or a football team, you need to make sure you have the right bench. I think that a lot of times, and this was my experience actually across a few organizations, where I saw that once they stopped neglecting the long tail, there were partners there that were prime targets that just didn't know all of the capabilities that we had available to us. They didn't understand the revenue opportunity. And I went from a long tail partner to being one of the most strategic partners we engaged with. So you need to make sure that within your program, you do maintain that balance. And again, it's probably not exactly a 50-50 balance, but you can't just leave them there and pray that they do something.